there is no way a person in government will be as popular as a person in opposition. It is not. When you are in government, it's a different ball game. As different from when you are in opposition. People rally heavily around people who are in opposition. But you see, the thing is that expectations were high. We are trying to meet the expectations, but it's not something that we can meet within a very short period of time. A lot of the things we need to do are not something you pick up on the shelf. It takes time to plan and it takes time to execute. That is being done. Nobody can say of this government that this government is not planning. Nobody can say of this government that this government, is siphoning fund or is wasting fund of this country. So I'm appealing to Nigerians. Yes, we understand that things are not rosy now, but give us time. We shall ensure that Nigeria is turned around in no long time.
And then it is also believed that the exits of a political magnate, such as in this case Atiku Abubakar, out of a party, will definitely bring about some ripple effects, and you see people begin to leave with him. Do you see this situation happening here?
No, not significantly. Let us all go back. We are going to meet on the field. We are going to campaign. We are going to let people know what we have done, and Atiku's record will also be there for people to see. So we know why he left PDP in the first time. We know how he left ACN. We also know, when he went back to PDP again, how he left and all those kind of things. And there are people he has worked with. There are people he has worked on that. They will all come out and tell the world. I don't want to be personal in this matter, but what I'm saying is that let Atiku be honest enough to tell Nigerians exactly why he left, who is leaving our party. It's because he's seeking opportunity, and we cannot take that away from him. If I were him, I'll be forthright and tell this country, look, if I stay here, I will have to wait for possibly the next 15, 16 years for opportunity to come back to me again. And it may not be, I may be old, I may be too old at that time. So let me take this opportunity now. But, for him to attract maybe some sympathy, he needs to now, denigrate the party where he had been. So let him be forthright. Nobody grudges him. We don't begrudge him of his wanting to leave to go and contest election.
In one breath, you say that you already knew that this was going to happen, considering the fact that, he did not get the ticket of the APC.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But then it would seem that nothing was done.
You cannot say so. Do you know encounters between him and the president?
Just a moment.
Yes.
I said seem.
It seems, okay.
Seem is the key word.
Right.
It seemed that nothing was done to try and ensure that he stayed within the party.
Well, you can't.
Even things like consultations, for instance, for a current governor to be able to point out that, the president's relationship with him and other stalwarts of the party seems frosty.
Yes.
It doesn't tell a lot about,
I'm also saying,
the president's political management of people within his party.
In between, you cannot be sure of what has happened. But for a man who has made up his mind to say, look, it is my, for whatever reasons, whether, predictions of Marabout or whatever, for whatever reasons, this man made up his mind that he wants to be president of Nigeria. One can be driven. You can be driven by the fact that you believe you can solve problems. There is nothing wrong about that. But there is a need for honesty. From more than how many years ago, people know that Atiku's eye has been on the presidency of Nigeria. And wherever he is, and he thinks we not allow him or afford him the opportunity to, to achieve this goal, he will opt out. But don't go about, trying to denigrate every house or pour feces in any house where you have slept and where you have, rested.
But you have also admitted that, most of the things that he's pointed out about your party are true.
Like what?
Talking about young people, for instance.
Young people, yes.
He said that a party that doesn't recognize
just the way
is a dying party.
I'm liking,
and a number of young people have also protested, even within your party, that young people are not being given any attention within the party.
What he has just said about young people to a photograph of his I saw recently on television, holding pure water and drinking pure water. Does that show that that was what he served at dinner on his table? What we are saying is that people can say things. If you have a fantastic program, an agenda for the youth, all you need is to seek an appointment with the president or the vice president. This is an agenda that will uplift our party for the youth. Please let us look at it. There is no sane leader who will not take a look at that kind of agenda. You know, for you to run out and say, oh, they are not taking care of.
But your party already had an agenda, and even the agenda
we are pursuing that agenda.
It has not been following it. But
we are following it.
We'll have to take a moment now, distinguished. We will come back and we'll wrap up this conversation in just a moment. Please stay with us.